Hey, welcome back to the Living in Coastal Virginia channel. Today we're going to talk about the top 3 neighborhoods for young working professionals in Norfolk, Virginia. Let's roll. Hey again, welcome back to the Living in Coastal Virginia channel, or the 757, the Hampton Roads, the Tidewater area, whatever you want to call it. We chose Coastal Virginia because we feel like it's the most recognizable across the nation. Today we're going to talk about the top 3 neighborhoods in Norfolk for young working professionals. But before we do that, if you do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. It will notify you when new content like this comes out. And then maybe bang that little like button. It lets me also know that you like what I'm putting out here. And as much as I'd love doing these videos, sometimes I don't because I'm kind of like a mixture extrovert, introvert. I would love more to help you with your real estate needs. My wife and I work together a lot as a team. I work on the real estate side, she works on the mortgage side, and we help people move in and out of the area as easily and smoothly as possible. But we need to get into the top 3 neighborhoods, so let's do that right now. All right, so moving to Norfolk, Virginia, maybe you're in the military, maybe you're here to work at the hospital. Centerra is actually one of the largest employers in all of Hampton Roads. Maybe you work downtown, and so you're trying to find where is going to be this middle ground of close to downtown and nightlife, maybe close to the base, maybe you want to be close to ocean view and something so you can dip your toes in the sand. So here are my top 3 neighborhoods. Let's roll into number 1. Number 1 for me is going to be Ghent. So this could be Ghent, West Ghent, Ghent Square. This is just north of downtown. Tons of great places to eat. I think the Grain on top of the Hilton Main is absolutely fantastic. They have a beer garden up there with fantastic views. Maybe in the evenings when the sun's setting is probably the best time to go. But anyway, so Ghent, you're gonna have access to kind of South Collie area. There's tons of shopping. You got antique stores. You have places like the Green Onion, which is wonderful, very expensive food. You've got No Frill Grill, so if you're wanting a bar, you've got Stella Cafe, which is along there. You've got some fantastic Pho 79 if you're into pho. Let's see, you've got all of 21st Street, which has furniture stores and boutique one-off places that you can go. One of the things I think that is nice about the area is its walkability. So if you are looking for the ability to come home, or maybe even work from home and be able to go out and get a haircut, go grocery shopping, all within a walk or bike ride away, I think this is a fantastic area. You've got a huge mix of types of housing. So you've got studio apartments, both ones in buildings that are over 100 years old and brand new buildings that are on 21st Street. You've got a mixture of small apartment buildings. You've got row homes and townhomes. You have some of the most unique and expensive homes in the area right there on Belvedere area. And then you've got some small bungalows even in the Ghent area that are fantastic and been just incredibly cared for. So if you're into old world architecture, that might be a wonderful area for you to check out. This is just south of what's called the Neon District, which is kind of the, I would say, Norfolk's up and coming arts district. The city and the local art community has really poured into this area. You've got a ton of eclectic places to go eat. You're right next to, I think I mentioned, the Centera Hospital. So I know a lot of doctors and nurses that work in and out of that neighborhood. So if you're needing quick access to the hospital, if you work there, this could be a perfect neighborhood for you. All right, rolling on to number 2 and moving slightly away from downtown is going to be Colonial Place in Riverview. Now, the reason you would maybe pick this over Ghent is you want a little bit more yard space. Maybe you're looking for specifically single-family homes. There's going to be more of these here. Maybe you're wanting to be a little bit closer to the naval base, or you don't. Instead of working at Centera, you work at Bon Secours Hospital. So what I'm looking at when I'm looking at Colonial Place in Riverview is you also have the potential, well, it makes sense, right, Riverview, that you could have a dock. So if you want to live on the water and be close to downtown, you're still only 10 minutes from downtown. You're actually a little bit closer to Ocean View and the airport, maybe 10 minutes. If you work on NAS Norfolk, Naval Station Norfolk, or the port, maybe 10 minutes. That's with traffic. Then you've also got access, I want to say you're maybe 5 minutes away from like a Harris Teeter. The other thing I like about Colonial Place in Riverview is it's really close to the zoo and ODU. So let's say that you teach at ODU or you work at ODU, again, another big employer in the area, you're only about 5 minutes away from there. The zoo right down the street is in our top 5 things to do in Norfolk video. You should definitely check it out. And then right next to it is one of my favorite kind of pastimes Sean and I actually play together is disc golf. So Lafayette Park has a fantastic free disc golf course. So let's say that you want to get into golf, but you can't afford the clubs and the golf balls and the green fees, and you want to go with the cheaper version, disc golf might be a good option for you. Now, I trounce Sean every single time that we go out.
Not true.
Yeah, so there's actually quite a few disc golf courses in the area. The other one that we play a lot is Bayville Park, which is fantastic. I want to say technically that's in Virginia Beach, but it's right there on the border, and that's only a few minutes away. Like I mentioned before, we're really close to Norfolk International Airport. It's actually a quite small airport, but it hits most of the major, you're usually only one flight away from a major international airport or flying overseas. Rolling on to number 3 is Suburban Acres and Ward's Corner. So this is kind of a mixture of 2 different neighborhoods, and the reason I pick it is because I actually know quite a few military officers that lived in that neighborhood, and a lot of working professionals that worked at the Norfolk International Port. Again, we're moving a little bit north here, so we're a little bit further away from downtown, but you're still only, with traffic, maybe 12 minutes from downtown and the shopping there on South Collie and Ghent. You have, you're now much closer to the Ocean View beaches, so you can go down there and jump in the water. And the benefit here of maybe Ocean View versus the actual ocean front is that you're typically not going to get the wind or the waves that you would get at the ocean front. So if you have young kids, this could be a great area to go because the tide is quite easy there, the waves are quite easy, and you can let your kids play without much worry. Another one of the big, I think, attractions of Suburban Acres and Ward's Corner is going to be military neighborhoods. So this price point is going to be much more attainable for those who are just now getting BAH or have maybe are in the E4, E5, E6 range, and they want to get a home for them and their kids. But again, if you want access to that night lifestyle, if you're wanting access to walkability shopping, you're again really close to downtown. Ward's Corner also has a fantastic little shopping area. It's not huge, but you do have ABC store. You have my favorite Chipotle. You've got My Pie. Pancake House is a fantastic place to go check out, obviously for pancakes. I think their waffles are actually really, really good. Yeah, one of the things I like about Suburban Acres and Ward's Corner is I think it's a perfect starter home neighborhood. Low crime, great starter homes in a totally achievable price range. And one of the things that I talk about often with especially young military folks who are looking at getting their first home is the likelihood that you can buy a 3 or 4 bedroom home, keep your mortgage right at or below what you could easily rent it out for in the future. But you can do what's called house hacking, which means that you buy the house, live in one room, and maybe rent out the other 2 or 3, and be able to charge enough that you can actually either 1, live rent-free because your roommates are paying for it, or 2, at least be able to get close to breaking even or substantially reduce your monthly output or cost when in housing. I think it's something that if you want to kind of discuss that more in depth, we can go over that. I can show you the exact numbers and how it makes sense. But I think this is a perfect neighborhood to consider because of it's so close to the beach, it's so close to Naval Air Station Norfolk, it's so close to downtown. Hey, this was my video for top 3 neighborhoods for young working professionals in Norfolk, Virginia. Do you disagree with me? Should I have added something, maybe taken something away? Did I totally forget something that was completely obvious? Was my disc golf story about Sean and trouncing my brother boring, and should I not include stuff like that in the future? Anyway, if you do me a huge favor, hit the subscribe button. It will notify you when new videos come out. Hit the little like button. It feeds my ego and lets me know that I'm putting out content that you find useful. And as much as I love doing videos like this, we'd love more to help you and your family in your real estate needs. So until next time, we'll see you later.